Now let's talk about something called a zero-day attack or zero-day attacks. And these are known as silent threats. So the reason why these are known as silent threats is because advanced persistent threat actors, which we have abbreviated as APT, attackers, conduct security vulnerability search to discover unknown weakness. So they store these findings for later exploitation. So these advanced persistent threat attackers, they conduct a security vulnerability search on your system to discover unknown weaknesses that are neither known to your organization or your service providers. And they store these findings for later exploitation. These zero-day attacks are dangerous because vendors have no patches available, and the advanced persistent threat actors using them can easily compromise their targets. So let's just look at it in more detail. So let's look at the real-world impact of zero-day attacks. These are advanced persistent threat actors or threats will find unknown vulnerabilities through search. So they will search your system discreetly in order to find a vulnerability that you are not aware of, nor your service provider is aware of. They store these vulnerabilities in repositories that are not disclosed. Why do they store these vulnerabilities? In order to use them at a later time when it suits them. So the exploitation, these zero-day attacks are launched when strategically valuable. So the threat actor searches your system for vulnerabilities. It stores these vulnerabilities in a repository, knowing that, hey, this system has this vulnerability and this is how we can attack it. And when needed, on the due day, they can carry out an attack, and the organization cannot have any way of preventing it since it's not aware of the vulnerabilities discovered by the threat actors. A very famous example of a zero-day attack was Stuxnet, a type of exploit that was used by the US and Israeli governments. So they exploited zero-day vulnerabilities of an Iranian uranium enrichment facility, disrupting all the networks and the systems. It's known as Stuxnet. It's one of the most famous zero-day attacks known. And as we have seen, Stuxnet was carried out, or this exploit was worked on by the US and Israeli governments, meaning zero-day attacks are things or are types of attacks that can only be carried out by a group of people or organizations with massive resources. That means it can be a nation state, it can be organized crime, but there have to be lots of resources since lots of skill are needed. Thank you.